With the fear of a bursting housing bubble in the United States, some of us are wondering out there, hey, well, what about the Metaverse housing bubble? Yep, we are going to explore some Sandbox and MANA Decentraland news. Let's talk housing in the Metaverse, everyone. Has that bubble popped? I got market cap rankings up on the screen, and right now I've got it filtered by Metaverse tokens. We got Apecoin, Decentraland, and Sandbox rounding out the top three, starting respectively at 34th place. Do I have any fans here that are big into any of those three coins? Well, anyways, before we get into it, that's market cap for you. Let's talk about Metaverse housing bubble bursting. Virtual land prices crash 85% amid waning interest. The report says they are predicted to have a $5 trillion market by 2030, but there is some roughness right now happening. Land sales plunge 85% in 2022. Here's some stats for you Decentraland and Sandbox fans. For instance, the average price of land sold across Decentraland peaked at $37,000 in February of 2022, only 6 months ago. But as August 1st, their costs had dropped to an average of $5,100. Similarly, the Sandbox average sale price dropped from $35,500 in January to $2,800 in August. I've got a chart for you up on the screen right now. This is specifically for Decentraland, just using them as just a barometer right here. Orange is the number of sales and white is the amount in sales. So now you can see in this last year, we have gone to a very, very flat period of sales with weekly sales topping anywhere around the 240 mark above and below. But the volume of sales now have dropped quite substantially to 300,000, 400,000 on average. Now, if we zoom out just a little bit, just to put things in perspective, because again, what was the question? Are these Metaverse tokens, coins, are they done for? Or are they just in hibernation? Look at this right now. Look at the low demand for property and the low price compared to its full historic values. We're talking all the way back from 2018. Now, the article goes on to say, overall, the average price per parcel of virtual lands across the 6 major Ethereum Metaverse projects dumped approximately from $17,000 in January to $25,000 in August. That's your 85% decline across the broad market in there. So, are these Metaverse projects dead? Are they dormant? Well, I got more stats for you. On a weekly average, the volume, which represents the amount of lands traded, has dropped from its peak of 1 billion in November 2021 to approximately 157 million of August 2022. So we've seen crypto hot potato now totally burst that bubble of housing in the Metaverse. It's worthwhile to note that not only have the number of sales dropped, but the actual valuation of parcels have dropped by more than 80% as well. I'm going to let you know my thoughts on these projects, and then I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments on these Metaverse projects. All right, so honestly, I think a lot of companies went out there and they tried to make it happen. We saw with Atari and Decentraland was a huge flop. Usage of Decentraland has gone down. Sandbox has gone down. AXIE Infinity got hammered with a huge hack. The whole play-to-earn method just did not work and took a lot of people's money down with it. So I don't know, these Metaverse tokens, they just don't seem to have the luster that they used to. They just took a meteoric roar right when we saw land prices in Decentraland and Sandbox go crazy, but now it's just become dormant. So yes, the housing bubble has burst in the Metaverse. I think we're going to see this down for quite a while, because why would you get big into housing unless we start seeing more companies get involved, more projects that brings more users to the pool? That's been the biggest problem with all of these projects. It's been keeping players interested and keeping players involved. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped covering Decentraland as much as I used to, because in the beginning of this channel, I used to cover it almost daily with Decentraland MANA videos. But just the interest of it goes away and the quality of the graphics just isn't there. That's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. You all let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on these Metaverse projects?